2023 CR 8486, State of Texas versus Annabelle Marie Vela. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Daniel Escobar for the state of Texas.
Paul Savetta for the defense.
And are you Miss Vela?
Yes.
Is it Vela or Vela?
Bella.
Vela, okay. Probation, this is an application. Counsel, did you receive all the discovery in this case and review it with your client?
Yes, we did, Your Honor.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery.
Yeah, that's it.
Ms. Vela, did you review the document entitled True Bill of Indictment with your attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand it?
Yes.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
Yes, we do.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Yes, Judge.
Showing you what's entitled Application for Community Supervision. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it? All right, I'm going to show you what's entitled Court Admonishments. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, did you understand you're charged with driving while intoxicated with a child under the age of 15 as a state jail felony? Range of punishment is anywhere from 180 days up to 2 years in the state jail facility
Yes, ma'am.
and up to... All right, after reviewing state's exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anything? Yes, I'm sorry. Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Yes, Your Honor. There are two issues that I'd like to discuss with the court. Ms. Vella's been sitting in jail for the last 3 weeks, and we would ask the court to take that into consideration in reference to the 10 days house arrest. If you do impose the 10 days house arrest, she is gainfully employed, and that leads to the second issue. We would ask that the court consider allowing her to go to work and home as part of the condition of a house arrest. The second issue is the fact that her employment is in Guadalupe County. And of course, we'd ask you to allow her to travel to Guadalupe County for work purposes. Ask you to allow her to travel to Guadalupe County.
And here comes the defense. 3 weeks in jail, begging for mercy. House arrest. Sure. But permission to travel for work? That's asking the court to trust her again. After this charge, what would you decide?
While she's on probation, to continue her employment there. And then the last issue we'd like to talk to the court about is the ignition interlock for half the term. Ms. Vela does not have a vehicle. She already had the handheld device, so we'd ask you to continue with the handheld device.
All right. So, Ms. Vela, with regards to the ignition interlock, do you live by yourself or you live with other people?
I think other people.
All right, and who are these other people? Are they relatives?
My boyfriend and his mother.
Your boyfriend and his mother?
Yes, ma'am.
Do they have a vehicle?
They do.
This vehicle that you were driving, was that your vehicle?
It was mine, no.
Whose vehicle was it?
It was my boyfriend's.
Yeah. So she's going to have ignition interlock. With regards to employment.
Real quick, is that vehicle, is it running? Is it drivable?
No.
She'll have to provide proof of that.
Okay.
But I'm going to order ignition interlock. Any other vehicles at that home?
No, just it's his truck that doesn't work and then his mom's, but I don't ever drive his mom's car.
Yeah. Ignition interlock.
Judge, the mother is here if you'd like to admonish her about her using the vehicle.
Yeah, I mean, if a vehicle is sitting in the driveway, it has to have ignition interlock on it. Now, is Child Protective Services involved?
Yes.
And the 2-year-old, where is the 2-year-old now?
With his mother, with my boyfriend's mother. She's my...
So the 2-year-old is with the boyfriend's mother under a CPS safety plan. Translation: the state already thinks she's a danger. And remember, this isn't just about drunk driving, it's about drunk driving with a toddler in tow.
Safety plan person.
So tell me, what were you thinking? Because I read the report, not only were you intoxicated with a 2-year-old in the car, but the 2-year-old was not even in a proper carrier. 2-year-old is just in a seat, in a seatbelt.
I wasn't, I don't know. It was a very selfish act of me, and I didn't think all the way through. I just wasn't thinking, and
So where
I
were
was
you
being
drinking?
selfish.
Where were you drinking?
I was with my sister.
At the sister's house? Or
No,
what?
I was going to my cousin's house. So
So
I was with my sister hanging out, and then I just thought to go hang out with my cousin. And
The question was, were you at your sister's house? Were you at a bar, at a club?
yeah, we were just at my sister's house.
so you're at your sister's house drinking. Does she have children as well?
Not that live with her.
All right, so she doesn't have children that live with her, but she has children. Another child protective services case, the reason why the children don't live with her?
I don't know what her situation is. I don't know what happened, the details of her or what happened, but I just know that the dad took him. He's in the military, and the dad took him. So
All right, and so when you were at your sister's house, was the 2-year-old with you while you all were drinking?
yes.
All right, just wandering around while you all are drinking.
Yes.
So then after you finish drinking,
The image is chilling. Finishing her drinks, buckling a toddler into the wrong seat, and nearly falling out of the car when pulled over. This isn't bad judgment. This is reckless endangerment in real time.
then what do you do? Stumble to your car? Because in the police report, it says when they pulled you over, you almost fell out of the vehicle.
I don't think the judge is trying to make you
I know.
feel ashamed. She just wants you to realize that
Yeah. I mean, you have to realize there's so much that could have happened. You know, I had a friend, and a lot of people do not read the warning that's over the visor. And you know that warning over the visor that tells you who can sit in the front seat, and it'll tell you what their weight should be and how old they need to be. And if they're not that age and you put them in the front seat and there's an accident, the airbag will just totally sort of crush them. So my friend didn't pay attention to that, and her child was sitting in the front seat, and she wasn't driving intoxicated. And she felt so bad because her child ended up with scratches on the face. They had to take him to a surgeon to take care of the cuts to his face. But you're driving intoxicated, and you have a 2-year-old on the second passenger row that's not even in a proper car seat, just in a seatbelt. And all the people were calling because you were weaving and swerving. So how often are you drinking alcohol, and what are you drinking?
Before I got to this point, it was quite a bit, maybe every other day.
All right, so what do you know why you're drinking? What started you to drinking a lot?
Judge, if I may, on her behalf, just to help
Sure.
get her going.
Yeah.
She did commence a 12-step program. She made it through the 6th step. And through going through that program, I think those reasons might become clearer to her. I know one of the first steps that she learned was having to accept responsibility for behavior. When she did end up in jail, several family members were trying to get her out, and she took it upon herself to say, "Hey, look, the thing is, I got to accept responsibility. Leave you here. I'll go to court, and you can deal with it." I don't know if she really.
So is there any mental health issues that need to be addressed? Any past trauma? And I'm not going to ask you what the past trauma is, but is that something that needs to be addressed? Is there something like
that
that?
is beyond my personal knowledge?
Were you raised by your parents or no?
I was.
All right.
I just, before I had realized there was an issue, I was just doing it selfishly. I don't know why. I don't know. I knew it was an issue. I had a drinking issue, but I didn't realize how much of an issue it was until all of this happened, and it took me to get to this point to realize that what I was doing wasn't right, and I have a son to raise and look after, and I wasn't putting him first, And
All right, so you only have one child? So here's the thing. I'm going to grant your application, but you're going to have to start making choices. And sometimes the choice.
Judge drops a hard truth. If your own family won't protect your child, they don't belong in your life. This isn't just a legal sentence. It's a parenting wake-up call with zero room for excuses.
That we make means that certain people can no longer be in your life. If your sister is not going to get her act together, she shouldn't be in your life. Because, for example, if you would have came to my home and there was a 2-year-old, I wouldn't have allowed people to just be drinking till they're intoxicated. I would have recognized certain things. And if I was not watching and you became intoxicated, I would have said, you're not leaving, I'm taking the keys. So you're going to have to see people as they are, not as you hope they will be, because you have a 2-year-old and that 2-year-old can't decide and say, hey, mom, I'm not getting in the car with you, you're intoxicated. That 2-year-old is 100% dependent upon you so that they don't have any trauma in their life and so that they go on into adulthood. You understand? All right, this is what we're going to do. I'm going to sentence you to 2 years in the state jail facility. It will be suspended and probated for 3 years. There's a $500 fine. That will be probated. Going to do the DWI intervention and education course. Ignition interlock for half the term. There's going to be a 2-year driver's license suspension. 120 hours of community service restitution. I know that Child Protective Services is probably making you do parenting classes. If they're not, you're going to do them. Once you completed parenting classes, the community service hours will be deemed satisfied.
Thank you, Judge.
There's going to be 30 days partial GPS for employment. I'll ask that the fees be waived or deferred. There's to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person. Regular random UAs. Make sure they test for alcohol. Field visits, 1 time per month for 3 months. CPS compliance. 90 sober meetings in 90 days. We'll do a TAP evaluation. That can be out of custody. If you miss that TAP evaluation appointment, a warrant may be issued for your arrest because that's going to be a violation of your probation, or it may end up with you spending time at the Bexar County Jail and having them do the TAP there. You understand?
yes, ma'am.
And I'm doing the 30 days partial GPS in lieu of the 10 days in the Bexar County Jail. And the reason why I'm doing it is because I know that the Bexar County Jail, 1, has too many inmates. 2, there are health issues there. 3, there's issues with the facilities, the actual maintenance and upkeep. All right. And with regards to the TAP evaluation, if the TAP evaluation recommends inpatient treatment, we're going to start with intensive outpatient treatment. If they recommend outpatient treatment, I still want to start with intensive outpatient treatment. And we'll do a referral to felony drug court. Felony drug court, there's no room there. There's a waiting list, but things may open up. And if they do, then felony drug court will probably accept you. All right. Probation, is there anything else she needs?
Your Honor, you mentioned proof of employment.
Thank you. Proof of employment within 30 days. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. Anything else, probation?
No question.
Is there anything else you need from the court?
Judge, just the permission to travel to Guadalupe County for employment.
All right, she's allowed to travel to Guadalupe County for employment. All right, is there anything else you need from the court? You need to say yes or no. All right, I'm showing you what's entitled trial court certification of,
Final gavel drop, 2 years jail time suspended, 3 years probation, no guns, no appeal. Texas law doesn't just slap your wrist when a child's safety is on the line. It locks the door and throws away the key.
you probably need to come around. I'm showing you what's entitled trial court certification for defendant's rights to appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it? Yes. Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand? Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand? All right, good luck to you.
Thank you, Judge.